Rancho de Oso, located by the blue wave of Pacific Ocean and home to the ancient coast redwood, forms the lower portion of Big Basin Redwood State Park. History of Rancho del Oso. Rancho del Oso was originally home to the Ho'olon tribe, thousands of years before it became a part of California's first state park. In Rancho del Oso, native settlers traditionally conduct cultural burn, promote the health of animals and crops. Christorste and Cortoni. And here is the fire. This controls fire to eliminate the dead vegetation and brushes, reducing the risk of catastrophic wildlife. In 1769, the Portola expedition established the first known contact of European with Big Basin redwood State Park. This began the Spanish colonization of California. Eventually, tribal culture declined due to the arrival of contagious European disease, habitat destruction, and suppression of the tradition. Today, descendants of these tribes still working toward restoring the native custom and hoping land like Rancho de Oso flourish again.
Rancho del Oso contains an amazing array of unique ecosystems housing different types of plants and animals. The shifting sands and dunes along Waddell Beach make up the coastal strand ecosystem. Plant and animal species here are well adapted to growing in salt spray, shifting sand, and strong winds. These species possess shells that open and close, enabling them to swim and filter feed. The California mussel also contains byssal hairs that anchor them to rocks, making them visible during low tide conditions. Visitors to Waddell Beach are a major obstacle for nesting shorebirds like the snowy plover. Humans have been known to trample large numbers of snowy plovers due to their cream-colored feathers that blend in with the sand. However, the biggest threat to coastal strand communities is global warming and human development. Rising temperatures can result in sea level rise from melting glaciers and increased erosion, causing the coastal strand ecosystem to migrate landwards. Upland ecosystems, like the coastal scrub, will suffer land loss from the landward migration of the coastal strand.
The marsh. Water Creek hosts the marsh ecosystem, where fish, frog, turtle, and waterfowl thrive. The great blue heron is a common wading bird found in this ecosystem. They primarily forage for fish and small mammals such as rodents. Plants like rushes, alder, and cottonwood grow on the bank of Water Creek. These plants thrive in wet, foggy conditions where their roots submerge underwater.
Rancho del Oso's trails also offer a view of the park's forest ecosystems. The redwood forest ecosystem is located on the Waddell Valley floor and its shaded slopes. Coastal fog envelops this ecosystem, sustaining the towering redwoods and the life they support. Specialized redwood tree needles catch the fog. Falling leaves, needles, twigs, and bark form a thick mulch on the forest floor. Mulching enriches the soil, allowing redwood sorrel, wild ginger, and various ferns to carpet the damp ground. These plants also share this space with animals like banana slugs and newts. Coast redwoods obtain most of their water and nutrients from fog drippings. However, climate change has reduced the number of foggy days on the coast. In the past, logging has also been very destructive to the redwood forest. In fact, more than 95% of the original coastal redwood forests have been cut down. The mixed evergreen forests contain an extensive array of evergreen trees, such as oak, madrone, Douglas fir, and cypress. These thick and dense evergreen trees are an excellent habitat for birds like the great horned owl and stellar jay. Mammals like the bobcat can also thrive and find an abundance of food here.
Images of the CZU August Lightning Complex fire. That fire has burned more than 40,000.
In 2020, the CZU wildfire was sparked by lightning. These series of fires burned thousands of acres of the Santa Cruz Mountains, including 97% of Big Basin. Over 15,000 trees were burned, and nearly all the buildings and campgrounds were destroyed. With the reduction of the forest canopy and many of the native plants gone, mudslides and debris flow into Waldo Creek has become more frequent.
And then once the fire started, it came around this side, the east ridge, on this side. The worker, state park worker, had a house up there, and he lost it. It burned.
Rancho del Oso has since been recovering from the devastation caused by the CZU fire. It officially reopened in May 2021 with limited trail access. The moist environments near the coast and along Waldo Creek has helped many plants survive and rebound.
And then the daffodils came back, even though this had all been scorched. You could see the growth under there. And this was as of, well, it was August, so it was by spring. 2021. This was all daffodils, and all down through here with the daffodils that were just naturally, planted years ago, but they were back.
Okay, thank you.
Did I get your seat? I don't know if I got your